Welcome to my stamp studio. It's so crowded on this desk that I can hardly fit everything. So this is my second unboxing video for these two catalogs, the January mini and the January and February celebration. I'm going to put the link for the first one down underneath this video in case you missed that, because there's a ton of good products that I got in that, and I've used a couple of them. Not as many as I'd hoped, but you know, we ordered the stuff right before my piles are all falling over right before Thanksgiving. I wasn't going to start with this stack right here, but it looks like I'm going to. So before I get going on it, if you need somebody to send you a catalog and you're in the US and you don't already have a demonstrator that you buy from, I'm happy to send you one. My catalogs will be here on Monday. I ordered them separately from this, just the way I divided it all up according to shipping. I'm going to lose that, so I'm just going to let it slip. So if you ordered from me since June, then you'll automatically get one. I'm getting ready to send a email out to you, those of you in Card Club, to verify whether or not you need one. And then I've had several people request them for the new ones. If you haven't ordered since June, then just shoot me an email and I will PayPal you the invoice for the shipping. I do ask that you pay the shipping for the catalog. It's about $5.50. So that is to get this. Unfortunately, I cannot open the catalog to show you the things as I go through, but I do have registration open for my Try It class. That's my most popular class. I do it every time there's a new catalog. All of this stuff, not the stamps, but all of the paper. There's one thing of paper I'm not using because there's too many papers in this catalog between the two, and there's 2 Saleabration papers that I won't be using, but otherwise you'll get all of to use some of all of the paper, and I show it in all of the videos. You do get all of the ribbon, you'll get all of the embellishments as we do 12 projects together. So I opened it, and the day that it opened, it about half filled that day. So it'll be open until the end of December unless it fills before that. If you join my team, it's one of the classes that I do send the products to my team free to. It's the only one where they get the products for free. So I'll have the Try It class details so you can go look up that, so I don't have to talk about it anymore. And then just a couple of other real quick things that are current. This month, instead of doing any online classes, I'm going to lay that there, but I'm afraid it's going to fall over. Free card classes online. So this is the one that goes through the 5th. So you can go watch the class, and then if you place a order for $50, you get the supplies to make these along with the video. You do have to buy the Memories and More card pack. It's $6. It's half price right now. So you'd want to add that to your order. That's with a $50 order and the host code. So that video is up. I'll put all these links in my email and down underneath my video. And then for December Card Club, I wanted to show you that because actually I was working on this, getting this video up when the UPS man came. So, you know, when you get new stuff, you just stop what you're doing, right? I know you understand. So this is December Card Club. My Card Club is a subscription service, and we do 6 projects together, 3 actual projects, and then they get 2, but I always give them an alternate idea. And so the alternate was the one I was getting ready to post. These are the exact same supplies. The only thing I switched out was the stamp set. So I show you, if you don't get the Cottage Rose this month, then maybe they'll want to get this one. It's one of the free Saleabration ones as well that's coming up in that Saleabration catalog that I showed you. So this video will be up. I might do it on Friday. It may go up Saturday, depending on how the rest of my day goes after I do this. So I'm going to start with this because I can't open the catalog and because I haven't really looked at anything yet. I hope that I laid it together in suites, but like this one, I didn't get the stamp set or the dies. I know it's a motorcycle one. And when you see how much I got, and don't be already like, why didn't you get the motorcycle one? This catalog's huge and it only lasts till April. So I don't have a ton of time to use this stuff. So I tried to control myself with what I got. So we'll take a look at it. These are, but like I said, if you're in the Try It class, we'll do some card with these. And the nice thing about Try It, they're all fun folder template based. But the papers are so great these days that there's a lot of times just images that we can cut out of the paper and use those in lieu of a stamp. And then if you love it when you try it, which is where I got the name from, then you can buy the stamps to add to it. So this is the motorcycle one, but maybe the paper will give us a little hint of the name. I haven't looked at any of the papers. All I did was slice them open. It's ready to ride. So see, I know from this, you probably wouldn't be like that's a motorcycle paper, but it is. So this is a specialty paper that is really beautiful. So see and try it, we may cut that out. So I'll flip through just quickly. There's the ride side of the paper, and here's some tire tread. That'll be a fun card. Boys, men, anybody who likes racing or dirt bikes or anything out in the, some wrenches. Oh, this one's fun. This is a fun color in one, which is what this was a color in with the blends. You can already see that happening with this piece of paper. Maybe that's try it. I have a hard time, you guys, when I show you the new catalog stuff, because I'm already thinking 12 projects is a lot. So I start thinking, in fact, sometimes I think in the middle of the night, which is not the best because then I don't sleep, about what fun projects I want to do. Oh my goodness, look at that side. That is super fun. Oh, can't think, gotta look. And you know, I'm from Indy. We won't have this paper in May, but there is a May card happening right there. Indy 500, and then there's some more of that. And then I always have to be careful when I lay the paper back down because I've taken it out of its wrap and I don't want it to fall over. But I also don't like to spend a ton of time editing these. So then here is the embossing folder that goes with this. I used to, when my daughter used to not work during the days, I had an assistant and she would help roll the things through. But now we're just going to see it, and you'll have to come back to watch the tutorials. These are fun shapes and very sturdy little things. So that's the first. Then this one is, I have also cut open the dies, but I haven't looked at them. The Greatest Journey. So it's kind of a nature set. Great words. I love the font. It's very trendy. Then this, this is my second pack of this. It is the 3 twine combo. That's an easy name to remember. Sometimes they're tricky. That one's not going to be tricky. Then here are the enamel stickers. Look how fat those are. Oh, it's because they're stacked up. So there's 3. So again, these will be on a try it project. Here are the dies that go with that stamp set. I also try not to move this around. It takes my phone a second to focus until I get back on my table. So you can see it has lots of nature, the tent, the camping. And then let's check out the paper. It is called Enjoy the Journey. Starting with this catalog, if a stamp set was called Greatest Journey, then the dies are called Greatest Journey. So we don't have to remember so many names. Some of us that are getting on in years, you know, you remember a lot of stuff, and after a while, even though I cut this open, I'm trying to keep it so I can slide it back in there, but let's not bother anymore. So, super pretty. And I'm gonna not try to think of, this one's just not a specialty paper. I'm not thinking of project. I'm just showing you paper. If I think of a project, then it takes me a little bit longer to flip through the papers. Oh, look at that one. Makes me want to go out and enjoy good weather, which, you know, it's December. Well, I started to say it's November. It's December. That one's fun. December weather in Indy, not the best. This is where I want to be, in some water. I'm a water baby. Give me the water, give me the heat. I do like snow at Christmas, but of course it snowed in November. I want it to snow now with all the Christmas lights up. Now this one is super fun. And you know what I like about this? I hadn't really noticed it. This is a free Saleabration paper. Don't want to move it so my camera can see it. But when I first pulled it out of the box, it looks kind of like when I colored my own. So if you don't want to color it, get this. So this is a free Saleabration paper. And like I said, there are 4 Saleabration papers that you can earn in January and February. So you don't have long. So I'm going to try to start using this stuff so you can see what it is that you want to get. So in the past, I've tried to include all of the papers. It's just not possible. So 2 of the Saleabration papers will be on projects, and the other 2 I'll try to incorporate either in an online class, and you'll see how this one could be a class or in club. We'll use them one way or the other. Such a pretty color combination. It's kind of, I was doing with Card Club this month, I was going for a winter kind of, I didn't want it to be bright and springy because nobody wants to get depressed when they get a card and the weather's not pretty. So I was trying to keep it this retro, vintage, winter color scheme. And then that goes with this. And this happens every time. So this is Fragrant Flowers. This is in the catalog. The paper will only last for 2 of the months of the catalog. And every time they do that, you know, a couple weeks after you can't get the paper anymore, people will be asking, where's that beautiful paper? So that's why I want you to see it ahead of time to know what you want. This is fun. So this is a bundle. It could be, I'm not going to say if it's going to be card club. I haven't even looked at stuff. I do know one of the things I want to use for card club. Hang on while I put some of this on a tree next to me so I don't start losing everything. Now this is the Valentine set. I often don't get the Valentine set, but I do like to use punches in the Try It class because it's an easy way for you to see the punches is to punch them out. So this is a kind of a trendy feel on the heart. It's called Country Bouquet. Look how beautiful the embellishments are for this one. Pastel adhesive backed sequins. And then the ribbon is not, I wouldn't call that traditional Valentine by any stretch of the imagination. And then the paper, somebody did use this at On Stage. It has kind of a vintage feel if you think the 80s are vintage. I have a hard time thinking 80s are vintage. That was my era. And you know, nobody wants to think their era has now gone. Let's call it retro. But those colors, there is actually a goose set in this catalog, so it kind of reminds me, except the images. The images are much more trendy than a goose, and the goose is much more trendy. It's not the one that you dress up, but look how cute that is. And obviously the punch will punch that out. And then you pair it with those sequins, and so it's an updated feel of all of the Dusties, the Dusty Peaches, the Dusty Green. There's no Dusty Rose. But, you know, this is kind of the color of my wedding dress. Although I got married in 91. It's kind of how, you know, when you think a decade kind of seeps into the other. So that is the Valentine suite. A couple of these are super sweets, and I didn't get all of the pieces. And let's just do this here because it's taking up space. So this is, I think it's just a standalone. Maybe I didn't open it. I try to open everything. I think this doesn't go in. Oh no, maybe it does go in this. I don't know. It doesn't matter, does it? Except, you know, it's the reason I have so many suites is because when you order this much stuff and you order a suite, then you just get to type in one number and it all magically appears to you. You have to type in all the numbers. But this is textured shimmer. I can tell I'm going to love it. If you follow me, you know there could be no bigger fan of all of the specialty papers. I think it does go with this Playing in the Rain suite. Did I get all of the colors? I think so. I think there's 3. That seems standard. Look how pretty that is. So it's shimmery paper, but it's got those fun lines already in it on both sides. It's not like a one side line. I love that. Love that, love that, love that. And think of the techniques that we can already do with that textured white. Stop thinking of Project Sherry, just show them the stuff. So this is the Playing in the Rain suite. It's adorable. And normally I would never tell you what stamp sets I don't like, but I can tell you that a lot of times the cartoony animals are not what I'm automatically drawn to, but these are so cute. So you can see the paper is textured. And then I'm going to stop here because these match. These are the embellishments, and I also don't hoard. I like to use all of my stuff, and then I like it to be gone when the catalog's over, which doesn't always happen just because when you have this much stuff, there's no possible way you can use it all. But look at those. It looks like those little candies that you get and you put on a cake. They are bright and cheery, and if you send somebody this card now, they're going to wish it was spring. So not going to send, that's why I went for the winter colors. I'm going to show you the paper first, and then you can see this. Look. So, I mean, obviously, with Try It, if you do that, you're going to get one of these little guys because you don't even need the stamps. I'll show you the stamps now because these are pretty much the stamps. Are they all of them? Yep. And it says, rainy days are better with you. What a great spring card. But those are adorable. So you will get one of those. And trust me, it's a whole lot cheaper to do my class and see everything this way than it was to do this. Here's the raindrops. So it's, oh, fun. But I hate when the other side is, oh, in here, if we run out of the other ones, some of you will get these, and these are different than the stamps. Super cute. Here's kind of what it's been like around here recently. You could send somebody this in December. Not gonna make them wish for another day, but that's kind of been our weather recently. So super cute. So this does come with the stamps, and then I haven't opened the dies yet. Somebody did use this at On Stage. I was a little bit overwhelmed that weekend, so some of the stuff I don't totally remember. So there's the dies. You can see you get some grass, a fence, the little tree trunk there. And then it comes with a raindrops embossing folder. So that's that sweet. Let's do these. Yeah, so they don't fall over. These are just some bundles that don't have paper and things that go with them. So this is called Lighting the Way. Some fun images. I can sit down now. I've moved everything off my chair. And then it is a lantern set. Camping feel, but look, you have this little lantern and you can put stuff in it. So we have the bee that's in pieces, another little bee. Oh, there's lots of bees. There's a really pretty set that's called Queen Bee, and she's got lace. I didn't get her because I'm already, you know, we have Christmas coming up, a lot of stuff to get done before I can use all of this stuff. This is called Share a Milkshake. So there's the stamps. And the reason I got this, well, on this page, the double page spread, there's this suite, and then there's a standalone cat set. And I asked my daughter, which one do I get? And she said, well, this one has this really fun die. And it also has this little ice cream cone that you can see will cut and emboss. That's the name of our machine. So that is Share a Milkshake. I love doing these videos, but I hate cleaning up afterwards. And then this one, I always make St. Patrick's Day cards because I love Ireland. My family's from there. I lived in Scotland for a while, which isn't Ireland, but we did go there. I think that might have fallen off of one of my projects. But we finally have a whole set that is, it doesn't just have to be St. Patrick's Day, because a good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. So, I mean, you can use it year round. Super cute. You don't have to piece a clover together anymore with your heart punches. Then this has a stamp set. I did not get it, but I did want to have the bunny, so we can use the bunny. I already see at least 4 punch projects in Try It, because I got a lot of punches this time. I don't always get all the punches. Then this paper is fabulous. It's called Like an Animal. Animal prints are my thing. Between camo and animal print, my wardrobe could be totally that, except I don't let myself do that because, you know, nobody wants to be that person. But look, it's metallics with animal prints. And it's another one that we'll be able to color in or just use for a great background. It doesn't go with anything, so you have to be creative when you figure out what you're going to use that one for. And I can't remember if that's one of the ones that's counted in Try It or not, because, see, there's too many papers. We do all of the designer series paper. Then these specialty ones may or may not, depending on the designs I do. This is a new vellum called Vellum Basics. I love a good pre-printed vellum because, again, there's a lot you can do with it. That one has leaves. This one has dots and stripes. It's a pretty basic pack, but it will lend itself to lots of designs. I'm also thinking Spring Retreat because those little animals will be so much fun. Now this, it's a background stamp, right? Wait till you see the samples in the catalog. That was what sold me on this. And I don't normally look at the samples that quick because, you know, you're looking at all the stamps. And sometimes I tell myself I'm going to only look at samples this time. And I make about 4 pages in and then I'm looking at the stuff again. But the samples in this really sold it. They have cut it apart and it's a really, really pretty background stamp. Then we have another free one. Again, this is super cute at Spring Retreat, obviously. Everything's coming up carrots. It's a thank you carrot set, so super cute. And then I love this one. You know, I've lived here. I lived in Australia for a long time. That's where my husband's from. I love India. We've traveled Europe, been to Iceland. So it's super fun. It's larger than it looks. It's this big, and it goes, you can pair it with the alphabet, which I don't think I showed the alphabet in the last video because I neglected to order it, but I do have it, and we have nice large letters now. And then a couple of new tools. I'm not going to take these out. I did slice it open, but some new stencils, masks. We call them stencils. Stampin' Up! Calls them masks. So when I call them masks, then people don't know what they're looking for. Then look at this. If you have, I don't have the Stampin' Up! Storage system because my husband had already built storage for me. I can go ahead and get rid of this because I'm just going to use it. But I think this does pair with the storage system. It must go on top, and they give you little stickies to stick it to it. So you may be saying, what is that? Unless you've seen the catalog. So you can take your blending brushes. Whoops, that's obviously not how they go. Maybe I can tell the feet go in there. So how does this work? Oh, you have to put the bottom in there. So we have these, and they'll hold your blending brushes. So pop those babies in there, and then look, we have baby blending brushes. I haven't even opened this yet. I thought I cut everything open, but, well, the baby ones go in the little baby spots. Or maybe they're all the same size. It looks to me like that's a baby spot. Maybe this isn't even exactly how you use it. I'll figure it out, and you'll figure it out if you get it. But how nice to have your blending brushes all organized for you. So that's some of the new tools. We're getting there. I feel like I bought a lot, and now we've flown through it. Done all those. I think there's just one sweet left, and it's a mega sweet, so there's a lot of it. Oh, and maybe the textured stuff went with this. Maybe not. I don't know. So this one it's a mega sweet, so it has 2 stamp sets and a punch. Here's a basket. Always love a good basket folder. I love that they can get rid of a basket and then come out with a new one. Then, let's see how they go. One of them has dies and one of them has punches. So this petal part goes with this punch. You can see, it takes me a second, but you can stamp the backgrounds and then put these on top. And then the other one is called Sentimental Park, and it has some dies that I haven't opened. I'm trying to see if I got everything. I feel like there was more. Maybe I just flew through it really quick. And it does help when you go to Onstage and you can pre-order all that stuff, because I already had a lot of stuff. Look how fun those are. I love this tag in particular. So my husband may kill me if we decide to run that through the die for the Try It class. Because, you know, that's why the class fills, is because I don't want my husband to leave me. And so there is a physical limit to how much that we can cut. So when I reach that limit, and how many packets we can spread out to make packets. These are the adhesive back milky dots. Love the colors. And then this is a 6x6 pack of paper, so I'm not going to show you all of them. When we do try it, we go through the catalog as we do the projects. That way you can see, like, I'll have figured out, does the punch cut any of these? Do the dies cut any of these? So we walk through the catalog, because at that point I can show you the inside of the catalog. So that is what I have from this one. And like I said, I'll put the link for the first one if you missed it, because it has the suite like that I demoed at Onstage, which I love. But I've used it a lot, so I already kind of feel like it's old. That happens. But if you need a catalog, let me know. If you're interested in the Try It class, then that link will be below this video. It will be in my email, which is a little bit more of a concise way to know everything. So make sure you sign up for my email list. You can do that by going to my website or hopping over to my Facebook page. They both have them. Remember my free card classes this month with $50 purchases. I will have 3. So this first one lasts until Tuesday. And the clearance sales, you guys, oh my goodness, that was by far the biggest clearance corner refresh they'd ever done. So if you haven't popped over to see what's on clearance, it's while supplies last, but when I checked this morning, there were still a lot of things on there. That's what I have for you. Everybody have a great day, and if you are looking for your catalog from me, they will go out next week. Have a great one. Bye.